Martell, yes, the same Martell Holt from Love and Marriage, Huntsville has been at the center of so much drama for years now. And of course, Arionne has been tied to him for just as long. This latest moment started when she posted a picture of her man on Instagram. You know how she does, looking proud, claiming her spot, and making sure everybody knows who she's talking about. But the thing is, Martell didn't post her back. And that right there sparked a whole lot of chatter. Fans immediately started saying, okay, if this is your man, why can't he put the same energy into posting you? People wanted to see it from his side too, to feel like this was a real mutual thing. But nope, nothing from Martell's Instagram. And to be honest, this isn't new. It's been the same story for years. Arionne will go public, she will make the big declarations, and Martell will stay in the shadows when it comes to her. And y'all, it didn't stop there. If you've been watching Love and Marriage, Huntsville lately, you might have noticed something unusual. People are actually saying Arionne's name on the show. Yes, you heard that right. In the past, they would talk about her without mentioning her by name, maybe calling her the other woman or the side chick. But now they're actually saying Arionne Curry out loud. That's a big shift. Carlos King, the executive producer, even chimed in during a radio interview. And so did Letitia Scott and Kimmy Scott. Letitia went as far as to say Arionne is not a side chick. Arionne is Arionne. And just like that, we've got a whole new tone from people who used to never give Arionne that type of respect. It's like they're suddenly handing her flowers, as if to say, we see you, we acknowledge you, we're not going to label you anymore. But here's the question, why now? Why, after all these years, is the cast suddenly comfortable speaking her name and speaking positively about her? Is it genuine, or is there a bigger strategy at play? Hold that thought, because by the end of this video, we're going to connect the dots. So let's get into this phone call she posted. The clip is short, but it's enough to get people talking. You hear Martell and Arionne chatting, and it sounds casual, almost like they're in that sweet, everyday relationship mode. He's on a train, they're talking about sending pictures. And then the conversation shifts to whether they should go see Rashida and Kirk. Yes. From Love and Hip Hop, Arionne seems excited about the idea, and Martell is just kind of nonchalant. Like, I don't know, we'll talk about it later. It's not a heated call. It's not romantic. It's just normal, everyday chatter. But the fact that Arionne put it out there means something. And that's the thing, she didn't just share a cute moment. She shared proof that she has direct access to him. Proof that they're still in contact. Proof that she's not just someone from his past. And for Arionne, that's the victory. She has spent years fighting to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be treated like more than just a scandal in Martell's timeline. Posting this call was her way of saying, look, he's still here, we're still talking, I'm still relevant in his life. Now, let's talk about why Martell might be okay with this. Martell Holt has been struggling to keep a strong storyline on the show. We've seen him try to focus on business ventures, but let's be honest, nothing has really taken off the way it should. He doesn't have a booming company to brag about. He doesn't have a new project making waves. And with his relationship with Melody Cherie being what it is, he can't exactly build a storyline around her anymore. So what's left? The drama. With Arionne. That's it. That's his angle. And y'all know the reality TV game. If you don't have a storyline, you don't have screen time. If you don't have screen time, you don't have a check. So Martell leaning into this Arionne angle makes perfect sense for him financially. The show is his main source of income, allegedly, and he knows that any mention of Arionne stirs up the audience, sparks debates online, and keeps people tuned in. Whether it's good press or bad press, it's still press, and Martell knows how to use that. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The fans are divided. Some are saying, look, if Arionne wants to put her relationship out there, that's her business. She's a grown woman. Let her do what she wants. Others are saying, sis, you've been in this situation for years and nothing has changed. He still won't claim you publicly, he still won't post you, and you're still being used as a storyline. The conversations on social media have been wild. People have been pulling up old receipts, old interviews, old Instagram lives where Arionne would call out the cast, call out Melody, and make it clear she's not backing down. But this new wave of attention feels different. It's like she's finally getting the spotlight she's always wanted, but at what cost? Is it worth it if Martell is still holding back from making the relationship truly public on his own terms? Is it worth it if you're still being talked about, mainly because you create drama? And let's not forget Melody Shari in all of this. Melody has moved on, focusing on her music, her business ventures, and raising her kids. She's been open about setting boundaries with Martell, especially when it comes to their co-parenting. You can bet she's watching all of this from a distance, shaking her head at the circus. Fans of Melody are especially vocal, saying they see right through what Martell is doing and that it's just another attempt to distract from his lack of personal growth. We've also got to talk about Carlos King's role here. As the producer, Carlos knows exactly what gets people talking. By allowing the cast to say Arionne's name now, it's giving the audience a taste of something they've wanted for years, our acknowledgement of the other woman. That alone is enough to keep people watching, and Carlos is no stranger to using real-life drama to boost ratings. Some fans believe he's intentionally encouraging Martell to bring Arionne into the conversation because it makes for good TV, even if it's messy. And then there's Letitia Scott, who seems to be taking a softer approach toward Arionne these days. It's worth noting that Letitia and Martell have had their ups and downs, and her defending Arionne at least refusing to label her a side chick feels like it's less about friendship and more about strategy. Kimmy Scott has also stayed pretty neutral. But the fact that she's even saying Arionne's name now means she's on board with this new openness. As this plays out, the real question is, who's winning here? Is it Arionne because she's finally being mentioned by name and getting attention from the cast? Is it Martell because he's got something to talk about on the show and keep himself relevant? Or is it Carlos King because the drama is exactly what keeps ratings up? By the end of this, I think we're going to see that the only real winner is the storyline itself. Everyone involved gets a little something out of it, but at the same time, everyone is also playing a part in the same cycle we've been watching for years. And while we're here, we can't ignore the fact that this whole situation feels like déjà vu for longtime viewers. We've seen Martell use personal drama as a crutch before. Back when his marriage with Melody Shari was falling apart.